All right, what's going on, y'all? So today is another video to Trading Freedom series. This is episode 8. I just started the series not too long ago, documenting my every trading day I take, and I kind of just show you guys my executions, why I took it, the reasoning behind it, all the breakdown, and then after that, I kind of just go into a little bit about the topic of the video. The topic of this video is discipline, and I want to talk about that a little bit more after the recap. But yeah, if you guys are new here, just subscribe and like. And let's get straight into the trading recap. All right, so coming into market open today, right? So I woke about 8:30 today, 8:25, whatever. Right after we delivered here and took out some low resistance, not fully though. I was kind of confused. I was wondering like, okay, so look at the daily candle, right? I'm looking here and I'm seeing what the fuck. I want to see price take out some of this resistance in this imbalance up here. So I was just waiting for price to come up and manipulate the sell side imbalance up here and manipulate London highs and Asia session highs, right? If we have them pulled up here, kill zones, right? So I was like, all right, let's see if price wants to manipulate these highs and maybe create an S&T with NQ, and we'll see what happens. But when market opened, it was very odd because we ended up just like pumping a lot. And I was just like, this is, I don't know. I right here, I should have and wish I just, once I saw this move, I was like, man, I probably, like NQ did the same. I probably shouldn't trade today. And I ended up trading, and I'm obviously annoyed by that. But and once he started coming lower, I was like, okay, maybe I can find something here, find some setup or something. Looking for an inversion. So I saw that price close below this candle, and I didn't enter off any of these pullback yet because I was like waiting for, I was expecting New York to take out this high because, bro, every fucking time New York gets these weird pumps, like it'll do the initial pump, right? And then it'll take out its own high or edge its own high, right? Or like edge its own high because, you know, a lot of orders are filled here, right? When we sell off completely or, when, you know, vice versa. So it likes to come out and take that liquidity. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to be liquidity right off open market open. So I'm going to let it take its own high out. Price like didn't really take its own high. It kind of just fucking moved sideways for like 15 minutes. So then once I saw this inversion here, I was like, all right, we can probably enter off of this, maybe get a pullback into this level or something here. But I ended up just waiting it out, and you know, price just kept pumping down, right? So what did I enter off here? I was just looking for continuation at this buy. I was getting fucking FOMO, bro. It was fucking terrible, right? Because initially I was waiting for price to reach this level, but the fact that it just kept pumping, I was like, all right, it's probably gonna leave these gaps unmitigated. So if price just comes at least to here, I can get something out of this, right? So price ended up coming up and closing below this gap. So I was like, all right, let me enter off this because we're respecting this PD rate, and I should see price come out lower to take out all these lows and levels here. Set my stop loss to like this swing low, or sorry, this internal liquidity right here, right? And I don't know what the fuck I was thinking because literally this is a point of interest right here, right? So what happens, as you can tell, price just fucking just takes me out, bro. Like completely taking this gap out and actually breaking the high of this candle, which made no sense to me, and I was just utterly furious when this happened because I put 2 contracts in this, and I sized a bit heavier on this trade because I was just getting FOMO and I was just letting my emotions get to me. So I took a fat loss there. And then I ended up revenge trading here. Let me show you. I literally spiraled to this day. Once we came down to this level, I was like, all right, let me take longs because I want to see price take out this high if it's going to start taking out its own highs. So I just took this fucking long position. You can assume what happened here. Chops, takes me out. Like, it was so, dude, I was like right here just getting edged like so much, and it was fucking horrible. So it took 2 bad losses in a row, like just absolute horrible losses, setting my account balance like literally to 0. I didn't blow any accounts or anything. I just basically lost a week's progress into 2 bad fucking trades, right? I learned that I should have just not traded because at first I wasn't confident, right? When I saw price pumping up this high, I was like, what the fuck? We're kind of going into a no man's zone here, and like I don't really know what the fuck we're reacting off. I should have just got off the charts and locked my account just to like, because I was not confident. I didn't really have a plan anymore. Because I didn't, you know, expect this to happen. I want to talk about the topic of today's video, discipline. And I'm talking about discipline in every fucking scenario. There's so much places where you have to be disciplined, right? Like you can be disciplined to your roles, to your strategy and your setup, but if you're not disciplined to your psychology, and everything around that, then you're fucked regardless. You're still liquidity. And that's what happened to me today. I literally started spiraling this third time, or keep doing multiple trades, but I was spiraling inside mentally, and that was worse than actually losing money. I was just getting so angry at myself at the fact that, well, first of all, that I revenge traded and lost all this money. I was getting that was the first thing I was mad about, losing money and losing a trade because I wanted to win and I wanted to win so bad. And then I realized, like, bro, that's not the point of this shit. The point of this shit is to get better and have your edge, right, and be disciplined. And then I started getting even more mad. You know why? Because I realized, like, yo, I've been preaching this shit to my YouTube, and I've been watching so many videos. I read books every day. I'm reading every day. I watch videos, psychology videos specifically, talking about, like, you have to be disciplined to your emotions, and you have to, keep your emotions in check, right? Don't let greed and money decide what you do. And so I was just getting so angry at myself because I was like, wow, I preach this shit and I know what I need to do, but I'm not doing it. Every day I'm showing up, but I'm failing at it. And I'm not actually doing what I, say to do, what my mentor is telling me and what other people are telling me and what I'm reading about. I'm just not doing it. So I just started spiraling low key in my room and I was just so fucking angry. But I was able to calm myself down, went downstairs, ate some food, and throughout the whole day I didn't even look at the chart. While I was working, I was able to work fine with a clear mind. I didn't know time to time I would think about, like, it come pop in my head about trading, but I wasn't getting angry. I was able to actually keep my emotions in check throughout the day. It was just this morning I was spiraling for a little bit, but I'm so glad I was able to catch myself and be disciplined and discipline my emotions. And that's what I mean by discipline, right? I mean, like, being able to hold yourself back and hold yourself accountable, but don't beat yourself up and don't get so angry at yourself or especially at anyone else. But I know that doesn't happen. You can't get angry at anyone else because it's all you. It's you versus you, right? You start spiraling, right? It just leads to this endless loop, this hole of despair, right? Of feeling like a piece of shit. And that's not going to translate well to trading because when you're trading, you need a clear mind. You need confidence. You need a clear mind. You need patience. But when you're devastated and pissed, you're in this fucking hole of despair that just never ends. And it's so hard to get out of it. And I caught myself getting so down low and low and low mentally. And it was eating me alive. But I was able to lock the fuck in during work and just, I'm so grateful that I worked today because I was able to keep my mind off. If I wasn't working just home all day, dude, I would have been fucking angry. Like, it would have been horrible. But the fact I was able to keep myself distracted and just realize, like, it's just another fucking day. Like, I got next week, Monday. Like, there's every day. The market's still going to be there. There's always room for improvement. That's basically what I wanted to say. Just be disciplined. Be disciplined to your strategy, to your rules, and to your psychology, right? Keep your psychology in check. Discipline your emotions, right? Don't let yourself spiral. And if you do catch yourself spiraling, just think about, how is this going to benefit me in any way, right? Start thinking about that and start distracting yourself. Like, literally, legitimately, just distract yourself, eat something, fucking go out, work out, like, use that energy to fuel yourself, go to work, right? Do something to get your mind off the charts because I'm telling you, like, it's just a whole despair that I know a lot of people are in right now or going into or already so deep into that it's so hard to get out of it. I'm not saying it's the end of the world, but it's so hard to get out that hole. And I just want to let you guys know that, I've been in there too, and I've been down that hole. And I literally this morning I was so fucking angry. You could not imagine. Like, I was so furious at myself internally though. Like, outside I was like talking to my mom. I was like, yeah, took a really bad trade today. It was just awful. Right? It just sucked. I was very cool, calm, and collected outside, but inside I was getting fucking eaten alive, bro. Like, oh my god, I could not even explain this feeling that I had. And it was mainly because of how self-conscious I am and how I'm thinking about, like, wow, I did this, but I knew that I didn't. I knew that I didn't what I need to do. I know what the problem is. It's just I'm just completely ignoring it. So that just makes you so angry, right? But I don't want to yap too much. That's the recap for the day. That's the topic today. Discipline. Stay disciplined. And just enjoy yourself, guys. Don't turn this shit into a psychological warfare. Just make it it's an everyday thing that you do. It's just like going to the gym. It's like taking a shower at night. You just trade. But yeah, that's about it. I don't want to, like, hold you guys too much. Have a good day. Peace out. Stay disciplined.